All right, how's that look? So, just had to, I think Dave was wrapping up anyway. Just got off Dave's, Dave was live streaming, Dave Gardner, I mean, talking about Appa Baseball. And sorry if I hijacked that a little bit too much with a little too much hockey talk, but I do genuinely like hearing about, even if I don't play other sports games, I do like hearing discussions of mechanics in other sports games. Part of that comes from trying to design some of my own hockey games. And so, I mean, a lot of stuff that works even in games that have absolutely nothing to do with hockey can you know, inspire and inform the hockey game, or at least parts of it. So it's all good. It's good to hear. It's good to absorb. And I'm not too sure about the camera this time, actually. What's going on here? All right, so I'm going to try it like that. I might even zoom out a little further. I'm trying to move time differently in this one and grab the markers here as well for this. So maybe a couple of penalty markers as well. They might become necessary at some point for penalizing players, but it's very much getting this ready on the fly here, trying to fit this in while I still have time. We have Toronto here at Maple Leaf Gardens. I'm going to try timing this a little bit differently this time as well, as I continue to expand the number of games for which I use the Mike Owens Quick Play Pro Hockey clock. And so yeah, this one here, Boston comes into this. They are first overall right now. They have a record. They're unbeaten. They're 4-0-2, so a couple of ties, but 4 wins in 6 games. Toronto, they're third place overall right now, just above 500, coming off that 7-4 win against Montreal just past New Year's Day. So they are, again, just above 500 with a record of 3-2-1 after 6 games. Some changes to the lineups. I decided, again, because camera space, I'm not actually going to keep stats while I'm doing this, try to save a little time and space. But there have been some big injuries because Boston, though they did escape week 6 and actually managed to defeat Chicago 3-2 in the end, in a game where Bobby Hull scored like 17 or 20 seconds into it to put Chicago up 1-0 immediately. And it was Jerry Cheever's first and only game so far. Doug Favell has kind of won the starting position in Boston. And Doug Favell is going to be back in goal here, where Bernie Perron, who, after a debut shutout performance against New York in this 68 replay, he was actually shellacked by Boston in the following game. But Johnny Bower, even though he's been winning, his numbers haven't been great, so I decided to give Perron another chance here for the Maple Leafs. Bower will back him up. Cheevers will back up Favell. Bobby Orr, he's actually technically in the D2 pair. I think I'm going to start with Ed Van Imp and Bob Bond for the Bruins here, their top 2 defense. But Bobby Orr is back in the lineup. He's missed the past few games, been injured a couple of times actually, luckily only with minor injuries. And for Boston, their second line has really been decimated. So this is a pretty injury-decimated Boston contesting the unbeaten streak against Toronto. The 7-8-9 line is intact for line 1, but the line, as I like to call them, line 2, that was Sanderson, Hampson, and Hickey. Sanderson and Hampson, their services are not available for this game. Hampson in particular will be out long term. So Boston's second line for this one actually is Ray Cullen. He was playing center on line 3. He's moved up to line 2. Dennis Hall, who's just kind of saw occasional duty, some power play, some special teams time. He's going to actually try in the second line in this game. And Gary Donoffer there is going to be the wing in the second line, where Bob Dillabaugh will move over to center for line 3 with Cullen moving up. And then Bill Hickey, because, again, he was out for a game, so I decided sometimes, like Bobby Orr, I'm going to put him in, but maybe give him a little less ice time in this game. Just what if this were real kind of thing? I know, again, they're on paper. It doesn't really matter. But so Bill Hickey here, Ed Westfall, and Bob Dillabaugh. So anyway, I think Dave was wrapping up anyway. I like to joke that this is Dave's favorite hockey game of 2024 or 2025. I mean, what are we now? We're in 2022. So, you know, there's always hope. But at the same time, I will say this as well. Dave and I, we do, I think, have quite a different taste in hockey games. Doc hockey is another one. Dave doesn't really seem to take to it. And maybe if we all liked all the same games, maybe our channels would all be a little too similar. So, you know, for the time being, at least, if you want some Hockey Bones content, you want some Doc hockey, I guess you're stuck with me. So, anyway, with that said, let me slide this over here a little bit more. And I'll try to get it so you can see the dice rolls. But let me slide the clock back there a little further, and then I can move this up here a little more. So I'm going to try, like I've mentioned there, I'm going to try timing it this way. But we'll see here. A bit of a delicate setup. Got to be careful not to move too much around or move too much in general. Basically, I want you to see the dice, but I don't know if you're going to be able to. Maybe I'll put them there. Okay. Anyway, I will call and try to read them, and sometimes I might even be in error in doing that as well. Got the game chart over here, which tells me that a 1-4 actually off the opening faceoff is going to be left defenseman there, home Barclay Plager with the puck. So we were 24 in here, and we got a 6-11 on Plager's card. 6-11 for Plager is the H4 that's going to be knocked off, taken away by Boston. So Plager, I guess, just elects to sail it in. It's going to go to a left defenseman on Boston there at Van Impe. We're at 48 seconds, and we got a 6-7 there for Van Impe. 6-7 for Van Impe, actually, though, carrying it back the other way. He's got a shot on goal with a possible rebound. So Van Impe here will fire first. Van Impe shot with a 4-4. So 3 we look to Perron. It's going to go back to right wing Ken Hodge. Toronto looking to clear. Clearing in a 5-4. They're not going to be able to do that even with a 7 clearing rating. Phil Esposito can screen and knock that down. So Ken Hodge here with a follow-up. Rebound shot. Hodge with a 3-4. That's going to be just a little bit out of his range. And, oh dear. Yeah, no, actually, that's where I thought I made a mistake there, but I didn't. So 3-7, that's going to be Bernie Perron gloving the puck and holding onto it after a couple of saves there early. So anyway, in the first 48 there, we get a couple shots on goal for Boston. 5-5 we get in the follow-up draw, which means home center. So Allman this time with the puck. And oh dear, that jumped out. Okay, let me try to do that again. And it might just be the case. And again, I've got the icons here on the camera, so I can't tell whether or not you can see the dice. Well, I'm going to do my best here, but obviously. But Allman here with a 6, and Allman might actually be hurt. Allman. Boston got to stop with this. So Norm Allman here, I got to look to a 3-10 now. 3-10 now for Norm Allman. So that's, I guess, the price he pays for winning the draw. And we are up to a minute 12 now. So Allman, I've got to look to the 3-10. Allman to the 3-10. Let's see if he can even stay in the game. 3-10. -3. So something that I did mention off the top actually is that George Armstrong is this is his first game in Toronto's lineup. He's been in the press box all season, not even on the bench, and I don't think I'm going to leave Allman in at -3. I really don't. So got to think about this now. I guess Dave Keon is an option. I can move Dave Keon up to line 1. Do I have centers on line 2? Let's see. Andy Bathgate, he plays center. Howie Menard, I guess, can play any position. So Howie Menard does have the pass bonus as well. Maybe what I will do then is put Howie Menard in there temporarily. We'll leave Bathgate on line 2. We'll slot Howie Menard in on line 1 with Paul Henderson and Ron Ellis. So good opportunity for Menard, who's been playing well, has a lot of shots on goal, but I don't think he's scored yet. And so what I'll do there on line 3 then, in Toronto will like this. Ab McDonald. I've given him the nickname of Fab Ab McDonald. Don't know if that ever was his nickname, but given how he's performing in Toronto, I could see Torontonians coming up with a nickname for their power play specialist. He's now also going to see some non-special teams time there on line 3 for Toronto. So, and we'll keep Stanley and Armstrong waiting the wings. Stanley, that's also as well the first time that he's suited up here for the Leafs in the role as defense, because Bill White, he's gone for a few games. And actually, Boston, I was to speak of their injuries, they're a forward light for this game. Normally, I dress 11 forwards and 5 defensemen. Boston has John Ferguson, the disgruntled John Ferguson, as the 10th forward for the Bruins. There's a trade rumor, let's say, where John McKenzie's unhappy in Montreal and John Ferguson wants to go home, so it could be John for John. That's not a fair one-for-one trade at this point, so it would require some other pieces, but let's just say the GMs are working the phones for that one. Anyway, Norm Allman is hurt. We're going to have another face-off, and Howie Menard's going to take it. And we get a 4-11 here, so again, injuries continue to be a problem in this thing. That's going to visitor right wing Ken Hodge here, minute 36. And what are we now, like 10 minutes in? Minute 36 into the game. Anyway, it's going to be a 2-11 there for Ken Hodge. So it's P1 there. P1, that should be taken away. It is by 4. So Plager gets it over to Tim Horton here. We're 2 minutes in, getting ready for a line change. And it's going to be a 2-11 again here. So Tim Horton with a 2-11. And that actually means play stoppage conveniently. So puck out of play. And let's... I guess we'll just go with the second lines here, try to keep it simple in the early going. And, okay, so face-off to Andy Bathgate and Ray Cullen, where we get a 4-2 visitor left defenseman. Yeah, there are no cancel-outs there. So, I guess we're 2:24 in now. Again, I'm keeping time a little differently here. So, 2:24 in, that's Elmer Bosco. And Vosco looked through the 3-6 there for him. That's going to be another play. No, it's not a play stoppage. He's actually punted the puck. So Andy Bathgate here with it, a 248. Bathgate a 248 with a 1-7. And pass bonus of 4. They don't have it. That's taken away. It's going to be back the other way here. Ray Cullen with it here at 312. Cullen with a 110. And 11, that'll be a shot for Ray Cullen. Cullen with a shot, and that's a 1-5. So Bernie Perron here, his first big test of the game. Coming from Ray Cullen, we looked at the 2-7 on Perron's card, 2-7. And Perron has made the save just barely. He's also given up a rebound. The puck bounces back to Gary Dornhofer. And trying to clear here, Toronto the 4-6 on the 7. And Boston, unfortunately, though, Dennis Hall able to knock that down. So Dornhofer here with a follow-up and the rebound. 5-8, not a great shot to Perron. Again, we look here with a 3-7. And Perron's just going to hold on to it this time. So just over 3 in now. Boston with the better of the plays so far, at least in the shot clock, 4-11. So Boston's won the face-off as well. Dornhofer here with a +2 to his end scores. And I guess we are just over 3 minutes now. It's 3:36 with the 2-9 there for Dornhofer. It's narrowly avoiding a penalty, but the 5, that means it's going to be turned over, taken away by Noel Picard there, stapling Dornhofer into the boards. And I guess, yeah, we're up to 4 minutes now, getting ready for the line change here. So it's going to be a 5-8 there for Picard. And P3, let's see here. P3, he will complete the pass. So it's going to go, we'll hand it to oncoming right defenseman Tim Horton getting back on the ice. And we'll go with Toronto's third line here as well. Boston as well, in turn, go with their line 3. And got to figure it out here with these extra players. That usually I try to give them about a shift a period. So they end up with about 6 minutes of ice time in the game. And maybe in power play and or shorthanded, they'll see, you know, another shift here and there as well. So Tim Horton here. 424 for Horton, so it's a 3-4 on his card. That is D5 taken away as well. Some good defense here, some back and forth. Bob Dillabaugh here at 48, and 3-7 for Dillabaugh. That is pass bonus of 3. They don't have it. That goes to right wing. Whoops, Ken Schinkel. And so we're just over 5 minutes now, 5:12. It's going to be a 1-9 for Schinkel, which means shot on goal if home. Schinkel is. 3-6, not in range for him. Over to Favel, we look to the 1-8. That's a 1. Yes, 1-8. And Favel, that's going to actually, the rebound's going to be kicked back to Ab McDonald here. So 36, McDonald with the 3-7. Not a rebound shot, though, 3-7. But speaking of that, though, a shot with a possible rebound. Almost spoke too soon there. McDonald with the initial shot in the 2-6-2. 2-6-3 is his range. Might be no rebound required. We looked at Favel in the 6-8. Favel, that is still a rebound, but Favel has made the save. He can't glove it down, though. It's going to go back to a Schinkel. Boston's going to try to clear here. 5-8, unable to clear. Schinkel with the follow-up now. Toronto putting the pressure on here. 6-8. So to Favel we go now. 3-7. Will he hold on to it this time? Yes, he will. So some close calls there back and forth. And they get a face-off in the Boston end. 1-5 on that draw. That's going to be center visitor. So Dillabaugh at least able to try and carry it out here with a 4-9. And 4-9 there for Dillabaugh, H8. That's going to be turned over, though, to left defenseman Barclay Plager. We're at 6 minutes now. Let's get the 7-8-9 line back on for Boston. And, you know what, let's go with the Bathgate line, actually, for Toronto. Just on a hunch, they might try to get the favorite matchup and get their first line out there in a better situation. And Ed and Bob will come back on there for Boston. Barclay Plager is going to roll and then head off here. We're at 6:24. And Plager with a 3-6. And 3-6 for him, shot at home. So he's going to fire it at the net before heading off there. 3-8, not in range. To Favel, we look here with a 4-9. And that's going to go to Boston's right wing, actually. Ken Hodge, Plager heads off. And so 6:48 now. Ken Hodge here with a 1-10. And that is P5. Hodge will be able to complete the pass. He's going to get it across to Esposito, who returns to Hodge. Here we are at 7:12 now. And we get a 1-7 for Ken Hodge. And that's going to be, let's see, Esposito with the pass bonus. Hodge is in the slot in the goal mouth with a 1-9. That's in range. Over to Perron, we look here with a 6-9. 6-9 for Perron, and we have a goal. Ken Hodge has scored from Phil Esposito. I will keep in mind there, I think I'm going to give Esposito an assist automatically. He only has 1 in 6 games. Esposito's been decent. I expect players' numbers in this one. Like even when, if I continue this into the 80s, when you have Gretzky and Lemieux coming into the league, and Mike Bossy and so on, I don't expect them to score and produce points at the rate that they would in a 21-team league where they can play the Hartford Whalers and Vancouver Canucks and teams like that, and the Seals every other night in the 70s, I mean, or the early incarnation of the Washington Capitals. They're not going to get breaks like that, so I don't expect them to reproduce, to produce points and goals and assists at the same rate that they would otherwise. But so Phil Esposito, he has 4 points in 6 games. Seems a little subpar for him. We're going to give him 5, give him that automatically. And 5-5 here for the assist. So that's going to be 2. So I guess I'll roll just to get one more assist. Let's see. It's going to be a 111. 111. So we're looking high-low here. Esposito again with the high. And, excuse me, and the low is going to be, low-high there anyway. So I'm going to say Bond and Esposito there have have combined on the goal by Ken Hodge. And one other thing, actually, since I'm not using the timer, let me grab a pair of D12s. So I can get exact time for the goal here. I'm going to go blue, white, and 4 and 11. So think about that for a second. It's going to be 6:59, the exact time of the goal. So, all right. Let's see. I think Toronto, maybe they do have to put line 1 out there for a minute now. 3 sequences. You know what? I'm going to go back to the Keon line there for line 3 then. Keon likes playing the top center and other teams. So Boston keeps a 7-8-9. We get a 6-2 in the draw. That will go visitor. Actually, no, Keon already having an impact in this one. Keon will win it from Esposito. He's going to win it to himself. And 2-10. So 2-10 for Keon. That is H8. It's going to be, yes. Shot on goal for Keon. Keon with the 3-6, not in range. Over to Favel. We look here. We're at 36 as well, up to the 8-minute mark, just about there. So let's see, 2-8 on Doug Favel's card. And center, that's going to go back to Keon, actually. So, again, Keon controlling the play against the other team's top line. 3-8 for Keon this time. 3-8 means a D6. No, that's going to be taken away, actually, 4. Right defenseman there. So, shot wide of the net, collected by Bob Bond. And we are at 8 minutes as well. So, well, we'll roll for Bond. We're going to change. So, roll and change. Let's get Boston's second line out there. And Toronto will go to Menard with Ron Ellis and Paul Henderson. And Bob Bond with the 3-7 should change Toronto's defense as well there while I'm at it. So Bond here with a 3-7. And that's going to be shot with a possible rebound for Bond. The initial shot 4-8 to the 5 Perron. It's going to be kicked back to Ray Cullen. Toronto looking to clear here, clearing on a 4-8. And they have a 7, though, for clearing. No, so Ray Cullen here with a follow-up. Cullen with a 6-2, not a great shot. He fans on it. Whoops, and that's out of the tray. So Perron here once more. Let's see what Perron and the Toronto defense can do with it. With a 6-7, that's going to be held on to, actually, because 1 rebound per sequence. So, and actually we are at 8:24. We get a 1-11 of the follow-up draw. That's going to go to center at home. Howie Menard. Oh, dear. Howie Menard going to stay in the tray. 1-3-8-7. That is 7-9 minus 2. No, it's going to be a shot from Menard as well. We're at 48 as well. So it's going to be 4-8. 4-8 at the 8:48, which is not in range. It's going to be 2-5 there for Favel. That goes to Boston left wing Dennis Hall. Hall here now at 9-12 of the 5-12. And that is taken away. He's not at home. 5 center, Howie Menard. So here 9:36. And 6-10 there for Howie Menard. It's going to be a shot for Menard. Menard, though, with a 4-8, another 4-8 there. That's not in range. So we get a 4-5 here on Favel. And that's going to go this time to Boston. Left defenseman, good rebound control by the Bruins. Up to the 10-minute mark now they go with a 1-6. And it's going to be conveniently a play stoppage as well. So conveniently for me. So we're going to the third line here. And I don't know, Toronto now, I guess maybe they chance Bathgate in line 2 again there. They were on, I know they're at a -1. I don't keep track of ±2 closely, but that was against Boston's 7-8-9 line. So we get a 1-9 here in the face-off. That's going to be right defenseman there. And so Noel Picard with it here at 10:24. And Picard with a 4-5. That is 3 taken away 2. Right defenseman Bobby Orr. Bobby's back. He's got the puck here. 10:48. Let's see, 3-8. And it's going to be turned over, actually. Orr not at home. Not as strong in the road here. And I keep doing that. Okay, I'm going to smooth that closer to me. And apologize that you won't be able to see the dice as well. And do this here. Well, okay. Okay, so you can't see Elmer Vasquez, but I can do that as well. There we go. Okay. Anyway, we're working it out. We can work it out like a really good Beatles classic song. So 48 here. We're at 2-7, right? 2-7. No, 11-12. I believe we're at 11-12 now. Iman's gonna be, hopefully I haven't just jumped it there 24 seconds, but Iman with the 2-7 and not in the power play. That's going to Orr. 36 here, 11-36, and this. I need a higher tray. It's going to be 5-4 here for Bobby Orr then. So that is PF1 that's going to be intercepted, though, and a shot on goal. A bad return for Bobby Orr. Gary Iman, the benefactor of that, but the 3-6, that is not in range. Over to Favell, we look with the 2-3, and back to Toronto left defenseman Bert Marshall. So Toronto, they're down 1-0, keeping the pressure on, trying to get that back. Marshall here at 12 minutes with a 1-6. And that's going to be a penalty, though, so a little overzealous there. Toronto, Marshall protesting the call. The exact call, we have a 5-7. With the odd 7, it's going to be a coincidental. So who has Marshall managed to... Somebody did something to Marshall, and he went and retaliated, lost himself there temporarily for the second highest minor rating is even Hickey odd Dillabow, I'm going to call it. And let's see, that's even. So Bill Hickey and Bert Marshall each going to the box for a pair. And we're at 12 anyway, so I think what I'll do in this case, just to make this really convenient, I'm just going to change lines. And just remember not to put them out for the next couple of minutes. I'm trying to remember, even in the late 60s, they would have played 5-5 or 4-on-4. I'm going to play 5-5 and not worry about it too much. We're going to get the Keon line back out there. You know what? Let's go Keon and 7-8-9. This is a matchup I want again. This is a matchup Toronto wants again. Toronto might not score in this instant, but... man, Keon just has a way of outmaneuvering. He wins a lot of face-offs, and he's just a good player, and that matters in Hockey Bones. Anyway, the one, again, he doesn't really have the numbers. He's not a numbers guy in this. With that said, though, Phil Esposito's managed to win the face-off against Keon. I take all of that back, or some of it at least. 3-7 for Esposito. Shot with a possible rebound. 1-5, that's going to be a shot in range. I'll let you know how my foot tastes. It's going to be Bernie Perron with a 4-9. So Bernie Perron with a huge stop, but that was a possible rebound. So it's going to bounce back to Bobby Orr. And Toronto able to clear it, though. So that's muscled away from Orr. Orr hasn't looked great so far in this. And it's going to be Tim Horton here with a 1-8. And Tim Horton with the 1-8. And that's going to be a penalty for Tim Horton. Okay. So Toronto here, a little undisciplined mid-frame here. 3-11 for Horton. Odd 11. Yeah, that's just going to be Horton going for 2. Boston will finally get that power play. And this is me further idiot-proofing after that incident mid-Paradise game where the dice went into the mug. No dice are going into this. So, yeah, I should make a video about that, actually. How to idiot-proof your desktop or tabletop. Because, I had a D6 go into a mug of coffee. Anyway, so yeah, Boston's in the power play. Where I think they're going to give Orr a chance here in the power play, and I think I'm going to look to Hickey's in the box. So I guess I'm going to have to turn it and look to Dennis Hall, and that Hall does like it on the power play. So we're at 12:48, I believe. I hope. And so, yeah, time of the penalty, roughly about 12:48 there for Tim Horton. So 2 minutes now. And so Toronto, I'm not going to exclude Keon. I will exclude Ab McDonald for this. And for another minute 12, we'll have Keon out there. Anyway, the face-off here, 3-11 we get. It's going to be home center. Technically vacant. So I'm going to give it to Esposito and not do the follow-up roll. And another incident of dice outside the tray. Okay, with a 4-9. Here at 13-12, that's going to be Esposito with a 4-9, and shot if home, taken away if not, even on the power play. That's not going to matter. And so it's taken away here, interception if condition not met. Wade Horton's in the box, that's right, but so is Marshall. So Alan Stanley out there with a little ice time now, since Toronto has 2 of their defenders penalized. And Alan Stanley here with a 5-9. Let's see here, 5-9. Well, play stoppage, there you go. It's a good way to eat 24 seconds. So 13:36 now we are. And I think that other penalty actually is going by pretty quickly. So we'll have Hickey and Marshall back before long. It's going to be a 2-8 here. So 2-8, that'll be visitor center. So Esposito again. He's been good on the draw against Keon, showing that he can do it all. 3-7, shot with a possible rebound. So showing that he can do it all, and then some. 3-4 in the power play, not quite. So Dupont, we look here. That goes back, actually, to Esposito. Toronto desperately trying to clear with a 3-6 on the 7, but then you have to factor in the screen. Sorry, 3-6 down to 6, 3-12. 3-12, yeah. No, okay, so Toronto has able to clear it, actually. That's going to go to penalty kill, right defenseman. So Alan Stanley here with it once again to the 14-minute mark. And Stanley with 3-10. That is 3-10, 3-10, 3-10. 5, that's going to be taken away by power play and left defenseman, acting left defenseman. We'll roll once there and Dennis Hall's card because Horton's in the box for another 48 seconds. I guess Marshall can take to the ice now. And we'll throw Van Impe had 4 power play goals. We'll throw him out there. And again, I'm going to roll on Hall's card and then maybe just have Boston's second line resume here. So still, though, technically 48 seconds left, where, again, I should also change lines for Toronto. Let's go with Menard and Henderson, and we'll exclude Ellis here for 48 seconds. And so up to 12:24 here with a 5-7 Dennis Hall. And that is going to be, let's see here, pass bonus to 3. Dornhofer with a 2, but that, unfortunately, is going to be taken away. Yes, it is. It's going to go to right wing here. Howie Menard is the acting right wing. So here at the 14:48 here, we are with a 6-5 tail end here of Boston's power play. And Menard, that's going to be a shot. Shot on goal from Menard there with a 6-5. He's getting a lot of them. 2 Favell, we look instead with a 2-7. And that goes to Toronto left defenseman Bert Marshall back to 5-on-5 here, even strength. And here at 15-12 rather, with Bert Marshall with a 4-7. And PF1 interception, shot on goal for left defenseman Ed Van Impe. Van Impe here with a 3-7, not in range over to Perrant. We look here with a 1-2. That goes back to Bob Bond here, former Toronto Maple Leaf, keeping the pressure on here. Bond keeping it on. It's going to be a 1-11. And that is play stoppage, actually. So another 24 to go here in the shift. We got a 2-6. And 2-6 for the face-off. That's right wing here, Ron Ellis. And Ellis here with a 5-5. At about the 16-minute mark, Ellis with a 5-5. And it's going to be a shot on goal automatically for Ron Ellis with a 2-6. 2-7 is his range. Favell being tested. Toronto looking to tie. Favell with a 1-5. Big save by Doug Favell. That's going to go to right wing Gary Dornhofer. And have they been out there for a full shift? Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm going to go to Toronto's second line now. Boston will probably put their third line out there. Because, you know, power play, they've not been out there for a while. So Dornhofer here at 16:24 with a 3-9. And 3-9 there for Dornhofer. That's going to be a 5. That's going to be taken away to, is it? Yes, it's going to be taken away to 4. Left defenseman Marshall, though I feel like he's got to change. Let's change everyone out here. So Barclay Plager, we're going to say instead. And that feels right, I think. So Dornhofer is going to head off as well. Off with the Doff, and it's going to be here with a 2-6. 2-6 here at 16:48. I got to be careful again with this timing thing, this new timing thing that I'm trying. Maybe it is easier just to use the Bones clock on second thought. Anyway, nothing ventured, nothing gained. With a 2-6 there for Plager. Taken away, it's going to go to right defenseman Bobby Orr. So I believe we are now at 17-12. Orr with a 2-4. 4 with a 2-4, and it's going to be a 6. That's also taken away to 6. Right wing. Iman here. 17:36 with a 3-3. The shot on goal H8. That's going to work for a shot. Whoops. Gotta stop doing that. Okay, so we got a 6-12 here now. That's the worst possible shot. And 5-8 there for Doug Favell. That goes to center on Boston. Bob Dillabow here at the 18-minute mark here. And then we'll get the 7-8-9 out there with the 6-7 there for Dillabow. And I'm probably lagged. I'm going to say we're at 18:24. So it's a 6-7 there for Dillabow. And that's going to be a no pass bonus. Taken away center. So Toronto's going to put the Keon line on, and Boston's going to put the 7-8-9 line on there again. Maybe the Keon line will see a little more ice time with Norm Ullman being hurt. And yeah, we do have to change the defense as well. So Keon here with a 3-8 here at 18:48. And that is going to be D6 taken away actually to 1 right wing here, Ken Hodge. 19-12, last minute of play of the first period where we get a 5-4 there for Hodge. And 5-4 and a P, so that's going to be a straight pass back. Gets it to Busick. Desposito back to Hodge here. 1936, Hodge with a 2-5. And that'll be a shot. And Hodge with the 3-12. So Perrant here with the rebound, 5-11. That goes back to Van Impe here. Final 24 seconds. Van Impe with the 1-2 taken away. So after 20 minutes here, we have a 1-0 game for Boston. So back for period 2 was Hodge, or yeah, from Esposito and Bond, and period 1 being the only scoring. I've decided to change things up here a little bit. I don't know, it's weird, you know, same desktop and same camera. Sometimes the setup works, you get the right shot, the right angles or whatever, and then other times it seems like no matter how you maneuver things, it just doesn't, things just aren't fitting into camera view the way that I want them to. Anyway, with that said, here we're back here for period 2 where the key online is going to start. I now have the higher dice tray, so fewer dice up and out of play. Hopefully we get a 5-5 here to kick things off, and I guess you'll be able to see them a little more easily, though not entirely, because of course I have to make room for the clock as well. So might have to set the, I couldn't think of it. Wife went out. I could have played this in the big table in the living room, but what can you do? I've come this far. So 5-5 here. It's going to be a center here, home. Dave Keon here winning the draw to start off second period here, 24 seconds in. And it's going to be a 1-9 for Keon. Keon with the 1-9 and the 6. That's going to be taken away and goes to 3. Left wing, John Busick. 48 seconds in now. Busick here with a 5-7. And that means 5-7 shot with a possible rebound. So Busick here, that's a tilted die, going to re-roll here. It's going to be a 6-9 here, an even more terrible shot. We just looked at the 2. That's going to go back to Busick. Toronto trying to clear here with a 4-4, but they can screen at 4-4 here, and they're looking to clear in a 7. So 4-4 and a 7, so no, they won't be able to. Busick here with a follow-up, just 48 in. This time with a 2-3, that's going to be a shot in range for the Chief. So we look here, Perrant with a 3-8, and Perrant has made a dynamic stop on Busick, keeping this a 1-0 game. So Bernie Perrant, again, he doesn't want having happened to him what happened to him in the previous game there where Boston blew it wide open. And we get another face-off here with a 4-4. That's going to be left wing this time, won by the visitor. Actually, no, Keon cancels that with his ability. So a minute 12 in here with a 5-8. And that is going, whoops, I gotta look to a McDonald's card. Ab McDonald here, Fab Ab McDonald. That's going to be taken away, though, not so fabulous in that play. So at a minute 36 here now, Moose Fosco with a 2-7. And that is 2-7. That's going to be a penalty for Vosco. So 3-4, I'm not going to do delayed here because I did for the first couple. Yeah, I didn't. And I don't think anybody that had a penalty had a misconduct. Marshall probably did have a misconduct rating. Hickey, no, he doesn't. Anyway, Vosco here, the 3-4. So that's going to be odd for you. It's going to be a 2-minute penalty for Moose Fosco here. So I guess we could do the delayed thing. Let's see what Keon has up his sleeve here at the 2-minute mark. That'll make things convenient. 1-6, that's an automatic shot for Keon here. We're 6 on 5. And 4-7, not a great shot to Favell. We look here with a 4-9. And Favell would just get it to Boston's right wing where to be promptly blown down. So it's going to be Vosco going to the box for a pair. Let's just take him off the ice. Could put Don Ori on. But I think what I'm going to do now, 2 minutes in, is go to Boston's third line. And for Toronto's sake, I guess they'll get their top brass out there. We'll try Howie Menard in the power play. And McDonald's just shifted in, so probably going to look to George Armstrong, actually. That'll get some applause at Maple Leaf Gardens. Or Armstrong out there on the point. And they don't have Bill White. He was working the power play. Bill White is out hurt right now for Toronto. So I guess Marshall and Armstrong will be the point. Anyway, face off here. And so 2:24 now. We get a 3-7. And on the draw, I should also make a note there, 4 minutes. Okay, so 2:24, I mean. 2:24 with a 3-7. And that's home, actually, Henderson. He's had it all along. So up to 2:48 here we go with Henderson, the 4-8, and that is going to be a shot for Henderson. So Henderson here, shot on the power play with a 1-5, that's in range. And 3:12 there in Doug Favell's card. Paul Henderson has tied the game. That didn't take them long. So here in the power play, Henderson making this a 1-1 game. Henderson, I think that's his 6th goal. He's doing pretty well in this. So Henderson, let's roll, I guess, we'll get the time first here, 1:10. So 14, so that was at 2:38, and for the assist here, 1-8, that's going to be a pair of them, and 4-11, meaning we go here with the 3-1, so we exclude Menard being the highest. The second highest is Armstrong, so Armstrong there picking up a point, and third highest is... hold on. Oh, Ron Ellis there, yeah. So Henderson from Armstrong and Ellis. And one more thing, I think, just in case anybody wants to see the dice numbers. I mean, I have a few different blue D6s, but this one here, you can actually see the number a little better, I think. So I'll start using that one instead. Really makes little difference to me, but so what do we do now here? We're back to even strength. I think Boston now, what they might do is go with their second line here, even though it's just part of a shift. And Toronto probably will let them do the victory lap. So, yeah. Anyway, we get a 3-5. That is left defenseman here at home, Bert Marshall. So here at 3-12, Marshall with a 3-6. I got to hurry up. 3-6 shot on goal at home for Bert Marshall. 3-4. Wow, I think the red dropped. Anyway, 3-4. That's not in range. So Doug Favell here with a 2-7. That's going back to Bert Marshall actually handily. 3:36 here now with a 4-6 for Marshall, and that's going to be a penalty. Marshall with the penalty now in a 3. Oh, I should have taken the red die reading. 3-7. He did it again though, the odd 7. So I'm going to blow it down. Who's roped into the coincidental this time? Marshall likes taking guys with him. If he's got to be taken out, he wants to take someone with him. So 6-5, we look to the retaliation. That's going to be the high minor rating, which means that Gary Dornhofer this time and Bert Marshall in direct opposition to one another. So I will actually take this line off now. And let's go to the 7-8-9. And let's go to the Keon line. And let's get them a little more ice time here, and we'll just change defense. And I'm just going to play 5-5. And actually, no, it would have been because it was in the early 80s, because the Gretzky, Curry, Coffey, and Messier or Anderson, or whoever they put out there with those three. I think that's what changed the rule. So, but I already played 5-5, so I'm just going to play 5-5, damn it. It's going to be 3-9 here. And 3-9, that's going to be, yeah, it's face-off, right? That's how things would start here. So right wing, it's going to be Ken Hodge here at 4 minutes, where I should mark as well. 5:36 is when Marshall and Dornhofer are eligible for ice time. So 1-9 here for Ken Hodge. That's going to be a home 9. Oh, that's right, taken away. No, I didn't look at the red dice, so I'm just going to give the 5 in his card. That's going to go to left defenseman, Barclay Plager. I'm just so eager to pick up the ice and roll them. 4-9 here for Barclay Plager. And that's going to be not technically in the power play. So 3 left wing here. Whoops, John Busick. Here at 48, Busick with a 1-11. And D5, this is going to be taken away to 4-4 center. Dave Keon here at 5-12. Keon with a 5-5. And that's going to be D9. Keon with a shot on goal. Keon with a 1-7. 1-7. So to Favell, we look here with a 6-9 for Favell. And Favell, that's going to be a 2-1 game for Toronto. So Dave Keon has taken the lead. Boston's barely been behind all season in this, but Dave Keon, he hath stricken here. And so we get a 5-4 here for a sit. Let's use that for time first, like we did with the last one. So 0-2, so it's going to be a 450, I guess. And, right, and Keon, I guess that means the Boston will have a little power play time. So yes, so we get a roll for assist here with a 2-6. That is going to be right wing. Sorry, what am I doing? I'm looking in the wrong place here. 2-6. 2 assists, and I was looking at the face-off chart. And 4-12, it's going to be low and second low. So I think Keon probably from Plager and Horton. Yeah, Keon from Horton and Plager here at 450. Anyway, another face-off here now with a 2-7. We'll leave the 7-8-9. So it's 1-1 against each other. No, I don't. They didn't score again. They scored against line 2. 2-7, that means that left defenseman home here, Barclay Plager, with possession here at 5:36. And we're looking to a 2-11 here for Plager. That is going to be home 7. Home 7. Does he have a shot? Yes, he does. Plager with a shot on goal. Plager has a 100% shooting percentage in this thing. He has 2 shots on goal all season, and he scored twice. I'm sure I probably missed a shot for him. Anyway, 5-8, so actually that's going to change. That's not in range, so there goes that 100 as soon as I say it. 3-8 there for Doug Favell. Doug Favell's going to hold on to it, though. He knows about Barclay Plager's shooting percentage. So it's going to be a 5-5 here. That goes to center home, Dave Keon. Whoops, Keon, that's tilted. So Keon here at the 6-minute mark with a 6-6. And that's going to be a shot on goal here of home. Keon with a 6-4 that time. And let's see here. So 1-9 for Doug Favell. That goes to Boston left defenseman Van Imp. Let's get a change in. And I think I like this setup better here. Not for whatever reason, I really like the other setup with the Paradise Hockey with using the 2 timers. But for Hockey Bones, I guess I like the Hockey Bones timer. Imagine that. And so Bob, we'll go second on second here now. I think it's probably, you know, time and Dornhofer's due. And so here we are. We're only at 6:24. Okay, so I got to hurry up here, as I said before there. So Ed Van Imp there with a 4-9. And the one that's definitely taken away to 3, right wing there, Gary Amon. And at 6:48 here with a 2-7 rather, not a 6-7. And so that's going to be taken away. That goes to right wing Gary Dornhofer here at 7:12 with a 1-10. I might narrate this a little less if I have to hurry up. 1-10 there, Dornhofer with a 7. That's going to be a shot. Shot 5-8, not a good shot to Perron. We look with a 6-6 though. Is he giving up a rebound? No, he's held on to it instead. He was worried to give up a rebound. And sorry for the chair. The chair, the friction there, the scratch, the squeak on the floor. I'm going to, there's some construction outside. Not sure if you're able to hear that, but as happens often in the city with a 4-6 here where they don't build buildings to last. 4-6 going to be right defenseman there, visitor. So Bond here, 736. Bond with a 6-3. Right? Have it changed the fence? Anyway, even if I didn't. 6-3 H3 taken away from Bond to 6. That goes to left defenseman Bert Marshall here at the 8-minute mark. Marshall here with a 4-5. Sorry if I've double shifted anybody. It's not been intentional. 4-5. That's going to be a play stoppage at 8 minutes. Not going to lie. I like it when that happens. So, just, you know, gives me a little break, a little mental reset. Let's put Boston's third line out there, and let's put Toronto's top line out there of Howie Menard, Paul Henderson, who got the goal, one of the goals here, and Keon put them ahead. And Ron Ellis, the other guy in that line. Anyway, with the 4-9 here, that's going to be a 4-9. That's going to be here, left defenseman, visitor. So here at 8:24, we have a 1-9. That is, okay, taking, oh, my thumb nudged the left defenseman there, Flagger here at 8:48 with a 6-4. And for an PF3, no, that's going to be a pass completed to left wing here. Henderson at 9:12. Henderson here with 6-4. And that's going to be a shot for Paul Henderson. Henderson with a 3-10. That's not in range to Doug Favell. We look here with a 6-7. That's going to be a rebound given up to 6-6. We got to re-roll the red. That's a rebound given up to the center. That goes to Howie Menard. Boston looking to clear where they are able to clear. That goes to center Bob Dillabaugh. Here at 9:36, Dillabaugh here with a 2. That was a 2. 2-10 here for Dillabaugh. And 5, that's going to be taken away as well. Broken up, taken away there by Howie Menard, or Menard being the benefactor of it. So it's going to be here 6-7 for Menard. And they don't have a pass bonus of 5. That's going to go back to Dillabaugh. So some back and forth play here between the centers. We get another line change. Let's go to line 3 there for Toronto. And 7-8-9, I guess that'll be the matchups. I think that's who Boston wants out there next. They need a goal. So Dillabaugh, though, here at 10:24 with a 6-8. And it's shot if home, taken away. If not, that goes to center Dave Keon. A lot of center puck action here. Center's getting touches. 10:48 here now for Keon with a 1-6. And that's going to be shot if home, which Keon is. So Keon here with a 3-11. That's going to be doubly blocked, actually, though, and go to 5. Sorry if I missed any of those earlier. I got that funny, funky feeling now that I did 1. You know that funky feeling where you miss... You know, you miss the opposition blocking a shot. It is. It's a complete shout, shimmy, James Brown, which is a fantastic song and actually as much punk as it is funk. If you isolate the guitar track, James Brown, 1962 shout, shimmy, it's the Ramones, the Anyway, so Bob Bond here at 11:12, because that was completely relevant. And that goes to, it's going to be a play stoppage, actually. So I should have waited and talked about James Brown at the play stoppage. But what can you do here with a 2-3? It goes to right wing there, Ken Schinkel. And so Ken Schinkel, seriously, though, that guitar run is puck is funk. Anyway, it's going to be a 4-7 here for Schinkel with a 4. No, they don't have that pass bonus. That goes to center Esposito here. And let's see here. We might not have expertise, but we do have fun. 2-6 automatic shot for Esposito. And an awful one at that. Maybe he broke his stick. 1-7 there to Perron. That bounces back to Ken Hodge. Ken Hodge going to tread water while they change lines and try to keep the pressure on here. Toronto, I think maybe they'll put the Bathgate line on there now. And so Ken Hodge here, 12:24 here with a 6-5. And that's going to be 7. Is that a shot? No, it isn't. He's going to misplay that, so it's going to be Bill Flett here taking it away, the Cowboy. Thought about benching the Cowboy, actually. His numbers aren't that good. Anyway, but who would I have put in this? Oh, because Shaq. That's right, Shaq is scratched for this game. So I was thinking maybe Shaq in the place of Bill Flett. I don't know, one entertainer to another. Anyway, 3-6 here at 12:48, so now Bill Flett might be hurt. Okay, careful what you wish for. Bill Flett is fine, though. We're going to have a face-off here. Bathgate here with a 6-5. That's going to be won by Bathgate to Flett. So now Flett's going to score. It's going to be a Craig Rivet classic move. Flett with a shot on goal at home. Flett with a 2-9, just out of his range over to Doug Favell. We look here with a 3-5. Favell, who's been outstanding this season. Left defenseman Elmer Vosco here with it at 13:36. Vosco with a 2-7. And that's going to be another penalty for Vosco. Wow. The Moose, something's loose in the Moose this game. It's going to be a 1-3. So another coincidental. There's been a lot of that in this thing, in this whole replay, our project, whatever you want to call it, this what-if play here. 5-9. So for the retaliation, I'm looking, that's going to be the high minor rating on Toronto. And that's going to be Barclay Plager. So Moose Fosco and Barclay Plager are going to be boxed. And I'm just going to change defense and play 5-on-5 and not care that it was probably 4-on-4 and 68. So what can you do? At least I'm keeping it consistent within the game. Not benefiting one team or another as I have a sip from this idiot proof here. I think this is called a thermos in the West. Here they call it a tumbler. Is it called a tumbler in North America? I can't remember. Anyway, so 1336, I think we're at thereabouts. It's going to be a 1-3 here. And right wing, that's going to Gary Amon, actually. Amon here at the 14-minute mark with a 5-2. And D5 taken away, broken up, taken away. That's going to go to right wing Dornhofer. And so we're gonna, that's right, we're not going to change the defense there. So what it's up to about 1536. So Dornhofer here up to 1424 here with a 6-8. And Toronto will put on, let's get the Menard line out there. Feels like it's been a little while. And Dornhofer there with a 6-8. He's taking a penalty as well. Okay. So they don't want to play even strength. It's going to be a 4-12 there for Dornhofer. That's going to be a straight 2-minute for Dornhofer. And where did the black marker go? So, and I guess I have to roll to see if he has a misconduct. Let's give it to Henderson, though. Get us to 14-48 here. Henderson with a 4-2 and the 7. Shot on goal for Paul Henderson. Henderson with a 3-5. That's not in range even on technically a de facto power play. 3-7 for Doug Favell. That's going to be frozen by Favell and definitely blown down. So we got the right line on there for the power play. Dornhofer has to come off. Boston's third line comes on, and to which we exclude Bill Hickey. And Toronto again, they got all the right. Okay, maybe Armstrong again. He did have an assist on that power play. Yeah, maybe Stanley and Armstrong both. It is a power play after all. So 48 here. So Dornhofer in the box there for another couple. 2-1 Toronto looking to build on that lead here with a man advantage with a 3-6 here center power play. That's Menard. Here at 15-12, Menard with a 1-6. Oh dear, oh dear. Play stoppage. And Howie Menard, who was dinged up the other game. And it's going to happen again here with the 3-3. Let's check here now. Howie Menard. Bob Bond and Ed Van Imp roughing them up. So Menard. Gone for the period. Menard gone for the period. Maybe Armstrong will have to slot in center. Howie Menard gone for the period. Okay. So, you know what? For that, I'm just going to put Bathgate out there. Let's just keep it simple. Menard gone for the period. I have to try to remember that, though, when I put the top line on again. Armstrong can play center, so I have to roll an Armstrong's card. Allman's already been taken out of the game. Now Menard for the period. 15-12 in, so we get a 5-9 here. An injury-decimated Toronto, but a Toronto team that's in the lead and on the power play. That goes to Boston right wing, however, Ed Westfall. And Westfall here at 15-36 with a 5-9. And let's see, 5-9 in the 9. That's going to be a shot shorthanded for Westfall. 2-8, that's not in his range. So we're looking here at the 5-11 now for Bernie Perrant. That puck will go to left defense from Bert Marshall. Would have been a goal had that been in range. Is Marshall out there? No, I said Stanley. Stanley with a 1-3, though. That's going to be taken away. So maybe I should have said Marshall. It would be taken away from both of them. To 2 center. Oh, vacant, though. So that's going to... How's that work again? It's a little different than Paradise. It's Stanley holds on to it is how it works in this game. Okay, 16-24. Soon you play several different hockey games, and if you're me at least. 6 for the P4 there for Stanley. Stanley, oh, no time advances. He's going to get the puck to himself, I guess, eventually. So another roll here. 2-12 this time for Stanley. Maybe not an ideal power play candidate. 6, though. We're going to give him a shot on the power play here. The 1-7. Stanley's power play range is a 1-5. Oh, what can you do? 3-8 there for Doug Favell. You can freeze it if you're Doug Favell, and I guess we got 24 seconds left here. 3-6. 3-6 this power play. Just the mood and the tone since Menard was injured there. Up to 16:48 we go now, and it's a 4-7. 4-7. That's going to be a shot with a rebound. Possible rebound there. 3-7 on the initial there for Bathgate. And looking, that's not in range. So the 3 bounces back to Bathgate. Boston with a 4-9 that's screened. It's not going to be cleared. Oh, wait, they're clearing on a 9. I got to double check that, actually. No, because the 4-7, the 4-7, the 4-9. No, it's going to be a follow-up shot there for Bathgate. Bathgate with a 4-6, though. That's no good to Favel. 3-4 for Favel. And 3-4 for Favel. That's going to go to center Andy Bathgate. I actually just thought of a question. I'm not going to articulate it aloud right now, but I'm going to have to go to PT Games Forum. A question about rebounds and clearing, actually, that why I never thought of it before. Just to get some clarity on it. But I'm going to play it as I've been playing it in the meantime. And I think Bathgate here, maybe one more roll, 2-7 up to 17-12, and we'll try to get a line change here on the fly. It's 2-7 there for Bathgate. Yeah, it's going to go to right defenseman there, Bobby Orr, but we're going to say Bob Bond, and we're just change everybody out here up to the 18-minute mark at least. We'll get Keon back out there, I guess, and Boston's going to go with the 7-8-9. They're okay with that matchup too, evidently. So here, 5-8 here for Bond at 17:36. That is play stoppage, and we get a 5-4 there. Sorry, that was a lazy roll, but some dice change. Left defenseman canceled out by Keon, so home left defenseman there, 18 minutes in with the 3-7, and that is going to be PF2 interception, shot on goal, 2 left defenseman, Van Imp. Van Imp here with a 6-5, so 2 Perrant. We look here with a 2-9, and that goes to left wing here, Ab McDonald. So McDonald getting the top line ready, but we'll change lines again here. And McDonald here with a 1-8. That's going to be a shot if home at 18:24. McDonald 3-11 on that shot, not blocked. It does get through Favel. Here we have a 1-4, and that Favel's going to hold on to it anyway. Shout Shimmy is actually a decent cover by The Who as well. But man, when you hear the James Brown version, like I love The Who. When you hear the James Brown version, it just, yeah, he's the guy. He's the guy for that song. It's like an Axl Rose or Steven Tyler vocal track in like 1962 with Ramones guitar. Amazing freaking song. Shout Shimmy by James Brown. Anyway, 11, so that's going to be right wing. Ken Hodge here with it. And 1848, so it's going to be here 3-8 there for Ken Hodge. And a shot of home, which he isn't. That goes to right defenseman there, Tim Horton. Last minute of play, the second period. Horton with a 6-6. And shot on goal if home, which Horton is a 4-6. That's not a good shot. To Favel, we look with a 5-6. A lot of 6s here, 5-6. That's frozen. So we're going to get a 2-5 here in the faceoff. That's going to go to right defenseman there, Tim Horton. Again, Horton here at 1936 with a 2-9. And it's going to be, oh dear, taken away. I'm just going to give it to Phil Esposito there. Sorry to punish myself there. 5-6 for Esposito. Shot automatically. Looking to tie it here late, but again with a 5-6. So to Perrant, we look here with a 6-5. And that goes back to left defenseman Bosco, but he's going to be out of time. So it was 1-0 Boston after 1. Toronto, they managed to score a pair here in period 2. And it's 2-1 after 2. And I think to kick off the third period here, what I will do, again, let's go 7-8-9 up against Keon. And I'll try to get actually Don Orey and John Ferguson in there. And Armstrong and Stanley have already had a few rolls on their cards. But maybe a shift for them too. Especially with Toronto's shortened bench. And Boston came into this game a player light. So, a forward light. So, anyway. So we're getting things going here for the third, where we get a 4-8 here in the draw. That's going to right wing rather. Ken Schinkel here, 24 seconds, 6-3 for him. That's a shot. Schinkel with a 2-3 though. That's going to be blocked actually and go to 6 left defenseman Bosco. And again, sorry if I've missed any blocks early. I am playing in a hurry here. That'll happen sometimes. It's unintentional. Penalty of visitor. Oh, Mooks, what's going on here, man? He's worried. He knows Bobby Orr's back in the lineup now. It's only a matter of time. And Vosco here with a 6-3, the even 3. So it is just him. He's going alone here. Boston trying to come back. They're down 2-1. And Bosco is going to be on the box for another pair. And Ab McDonald. We're leaving Ab McDonald out there for the power play where things happen. We will exclude... Vosco's got to come off. I don't think Orr's ready for the kill. Let's go with... Let's go to, well, Dillabau and Westfall. I mean, once you see them, it's kind of a no-brainer. We'll exclude Hickey. And let's away we have added here with a 1-5. That's going to be center visitor. I'm just going to give it to Keon and not re-roll. So the one Keon's so good anyway in the draw. So with a 2-3 for Keon there. Home 6. Now I got to do some math every once in a while. Somebody has to do some math. Actually, no. That's going to be taken away, actually. So right wing there at Westfall with it here. Boston's got a good killer penalty kill lineup here. A penalty kill unit. 4-11 there for Westfall, and he takes a penalty. Oh, sweet. Wait, was I supposed to do a... No, Vosco doesn't have a misconduct. I know I missed one misconduct. That's another crap habit of mine. Anyway, 1-9. So Westfall's going to join Vosco, keep the seat warm, and we're going to. I'm just going to not bother with the delayed there. We'll take Westfall rather off there, and because I mean he did have possession when he. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So face off, yeah, face off here where Dillabau is the only player. Forward 2-9. That is going to be one though. Dillabau wait to the left wing, which is vacant. I'm just going to give it to McDonald and not worry about it. 2 minutes here. McDonald with the 3-8, and that's going to be a play stoppage. So Boston maybe a lucky break there. 6-7. Toronto wasting some time, and that goes to visitor left defenseman. So Keon, what is going on here? 2:24 now, almost back to a 5-on-4 with a 5-10. And Van Imp there with a 5-10. The D5, that's going to be, wait, because only the 4 and then the forward. So he's going to be able to put it through to, well, he's just going to have a shot on goal here, shorthanded. 2-9, not in range to Perron. We look here, a frustrated Perron, who's given up a rebound, though, back to 6. We re-roll for that 6. That's a 1. That's right wing, which is vacant anyway. So I'm just going to give it to Schinkel. Enough of this nonsense here. 2:48 with a 2:12. And it's not the fault of the game. It's the fault of the teams. Schinkel here with a shot on goal in the power play. And it's not a great shot there, 5-10. So Favel looking here with a 6-9. And Favel, that goes to right wing. Schinkel conveniently, though, here at 3:12. We're back to 5-on-4, I guess. So Hickey, since Westfall's in the box. And so we get a 3-3 here for Schinkel, and that's going to be a shot if home. Maybe I should have somebody better than him out there shooting the power play. Though with a high roll like that, it wouldn't matter. Favel there with the 2-11, and that goes back to left defenseman. I'm going to say, let's give it to the Cowboy here, actually. So here at 3:36, it's going to be here. I'm making those X's way too distinguishing. It's going to be 6-8 here for Bill Flesh. Shot if home. Come on, Cowboy. 2-8, 2-8-1. That's exactly what he needs to Favel. We look here with a 4-6 for Favel. Oh, Favel with a big stop, keeping Boston in this game. Bill Flett can't buy one at this point. We will, however, put Toronto's second line on. We're going to change the defense out. Now we're back to 5-on-5. And Boston, they need a goal. But I think it's been too long for the likes of Dennis Hull and Ray Collins. So Collins got pretty good numbers in this thing, too. Hull has at least a goal or two. And again, this is, you know, they're playing against the top. What I meant to say about Gretzky and Lemieux earlier is if they're facing the top goaltenders and top defense in game after game after game, they're not going to get 2, 3, 4 points a game in every game. My prediction. Anyway, 4-5 here. Sorry if I dropped twice here for the draw. Right defenseman visitor Bobby Orr here with it. Up to the 4-minute mark now with 2-8. And 2-8, that is going to be Bobby Orr with a shot on goal, and then some in a 110, not in his range, in 68. Ooh, he had the tying goal in his stick there. 6-6 for Perron. Perron knows it, too. He's holding on to it, man. He sees what's coming. They see it in each other. It's going to be here a 5-10. That goes to right defenseman Noel Picard here. It's we only have 4:24. 2-9 here for Picard, and the 6. That's going to be a shot, though, for Picard. 5-4, not blocked, but definitely not in range. 6-9 we get here now. Back to right wing Gary Amon here at 4:48 with the 3:12. And that is going to be a home 9. Shot on goal for Amon. That's out of the tray. 4-5, that's out of range. And 5-7 here for Favel. That goes to right defenseman Noel Picard. Picard here at 5-12 with a 1-3. H4 taken away. And to right defenseman Bobby Orr here, 5-36 or 2-5. And D8, that's going to be another shot for Orr this time with a 5-8. And 3-6 there for Perron. I smell a face-off, and I get one. So 5-36. Quick face-off and a line change coming here shortly thereafter. 4-8, that's right wing. That's going to be Amon with the puck again here. 5-9. And 6 minutes now. 5-9 for Amon, and that is, hopefully I'm pronouncing his name correctly. I think I said that last game. 2-6 here for the shot on goal, narrowly out of his range to Favel. We look here with the 3-10. If Toronto was offensively a little more capable, certain lines, certain guys, this game wouldn't be all that close necessarily, though Favel's been playing well. Favel's been doing well. Anyway, here's 6 minutes, so let's get, again, they say we see your 789, and we raised you one Dave Keon. So 612, that goes to left wing visitor. So Esposito, he's figured something out here with Keon on the faceoff. 110 there for Busick. And Busic's just going to complete the pass to left defenseman Bosco, who's going to try not to take a penalty here at 6:48. And, right, 6:48? I hope I'm not playing 22 minutes here. 5-5 P3, that's going to 4. That's going to actually go across to Orr, laterally back to Bosco here. 7-12 2-8. And it's going to be a play stoppage. Okay, so we get the 5-6. I'm going to roll an Ori's card, actually. Bosco's going to head off. 5-7, 5-7. Right defenseman there, Bobby Orr. And so Orr and Ori out there now with a 2-7 there for Bobby Orr. 2-7. That's going to be intercepted and a shot on goal. Orr's not looked so outstanding, but luckily it's Noel Picard taking the shot. No disrespect meant there. 4-5. So it's left defenseman there. So Don Ori here at the 8-minute mark. Ori with the 3-8. And watch that be a penalty. Nope, but he does cough it up. So right wing Ken Shinkali's going to tread water here and then roll. And we'll go back to the... Again, Boston needs a goal. They're down. So the might be a third line might not get in as much. Although, again, Dillabow scored some key goals in this. So might rethink that. 2-6 here for Ken Shinkel. I try to play equally hard for both teams. Shinkel with the automatic shot. I don't have a dog in the fight for this one. 2-9. So Favel here. Let's see with a 1-9. That's going to be left defenseman there in Boston, Ed Van Imp. And Toronto's going to go, I think, with the... Well, Menard was just for the period, so he's technically back now. So we'll put that line on here up to 8:48 and think little else of it. 5-11 here now. And that goes to H7, taken away to 2, left wing here, Plager. Can usually I try to narrate it a little more. I mean, I'm no Dave Gardner, but I'll try to narrate it a little more, but I am trying to hurry this time. Got to get to work. So 6 here for Plager. That's going to be, actually, no, that's going to go to Dennis Hall here, 9:36, for lack of a better way of putting it, 3-6 for Dennis Hall. That's going to be a shot automatically for Hall, 3-7, not in range. So 6-10 here. And left defenseman there in Toronto with it at the 10-minute mark. 10 to go here. Boston risking their unbeaten streak of 6 games to start off the season. 4-9 for... Did I say Horton? I hope I said Horton. I think I said Plager. I'm holding the puck near Plager. With the 4-9 for Plager. And that would have been taken away anyway. Yeah, by either one of them, so it doesn't really matter here. Right defenseman. It's going to somebody different, but Bob Bond here with it. Boston got to do something if they're going to get back into this. Anyway, Toronto, let's put the Bathgate line out there for Boston. Let's go with that Dillabow line. He scored some key late game goals in this thing. I think he's got at least a game winner or two. So 10-24 here though for Bob Bond. First 1-10. That's going to be a play stoppage. And face off here, we get a 1-5. That goes to visitor center. Bob Dillabow already there making an impact, winning a face off. 6-9 for Dillabow, though, with the 6. That's actually, no, it's going to be a shot equal to or greater than, but 6-5. The shot's not so great. So we get a 3-6 there for Perron. Perron thinks otherwise. He elects to freeze. Boston trying to crash the net. It's going to be a 2-10, though. CA. That's going to go to Bathgate, though. 11-12 here with a 3-5. And shot on goal automatically if home. Bathgate 5-9. Not a great shot, but Toronto now, they're just killing time. Through 12th, that's going to go 5-2. I'm saying numbers that don't exist. I'm like French Stewart's noggin and 3. Anyway, 1-8 here for Vosco. That's going to be that's going to be a, well, a play stoppage, I guess, for lack of a better way of putting it. Anyway, Ori, I got to get Ori back out there. Bosco's just been kind of shanking it. Anyway, it's going to be center. Yeah, Dillabow here. Okay, at 12. Oh, that was tilted. So let's do that again here. And sorry, I know that I nudge them with my fingers sometimes. Again, it's to save a little time. I'm quite sure they're going to drop in that number anyway. So with the 1-9 there for Dillabow and the P4, he'll be able to complete the pass across to 5 bedeep bucks. It's going to be here 12-24. That's right. I got to get another change, and that was quick. Felt quick. Anyway, so Keon, I guess, and Hickey on his way to the 7-8-9. Again, they were the 6-9 and 9. That's going to be shot for Hickey first. Hickey with the 2-10, just out of his range here. Bernie Perron with the 2-7. And rebound given up by Peranto. That's going to be kicked back to 2 left wing. I will permit it. I will permit it. I think Busick collects that oncoming. Toronto looking to clear. And they can't clear either. I'm just get these ready for after the whistle. So Busick with a follow-up, and that's a 2-9 on the shot. And it's a 4-7 for Perron. Oh, my goodness. Perrant has call the cops. Perrant has outright robbed Johnny Busick. Wow. Okay. Again, he gave up like 6 goals, and as I recall, a lot of them early in the going. Knock on wood. If you're a Toronto fan, Perrant's been good here. I think we're still at 12:24. 5:10, that goes to right defenseman here. So Noel Picard here at 12:48 here with a 2-7. And that's going to be PF3. That's going to be intercepted, though, and then some shot on goal, though, for Ed Van Imp. Puck kick back to him. Whoops, I don't move time there. So 48-3-7 for Van Imp. That's not in range to Perrant. We look here with a 5-9. And that goes to Toronto right wing there. Ken Schinkel, 13-12. We had a 3-5 here for Schinkel. It's going to be a shot at home. 4-9. So Doug Favell here now with a 4-7. That's going to be frozen. Another face-off here. 3-7 this time on the face-off. That goes to left wing home at McDonald. McDonald here with a 5-12 at 13:36. And that's taken away. That's going to go to left defenseman there at Van Imp here at the 14-minute mark. Van Imp with a 4-7. And PF2, that's going to be intercepted, though the shot goes to right defenseman Noel Picard. Picard here with a 5-4. So a lot of bad shots. 3-5. Left defenseman there at Van Imp. So anyway, let's go to again, we'll get the top line out there. And for Boston, yeah, we'll mix and match here a little bit. So Van Imp and I don't know, Ferguson, if that would help. I mean, he had 15 goals in 61 games. But I just got to try something different, right? Insanity is, expecting different results from the same behavior. Anyway, it's going to be here. H4, that goes to 6. That goes to left wing Paul Henderson. So I think Van Imp's got to come off. Bob Orr wants on there anyway. So with a 2-8 for Paul Henderson, that's going to be shot at home. Henderson looking for goal number 7, 3-7. Not quite in range, though. 2-8 for Favell means the puck goes back to Howie Menard here, who's might be playing hurt. Anyway, with a 2-7, shot on goal, the possible rebound. The initial's not in range. Goes back to center Menard. 3-12, they should be able to clear that. Yep, so it's going to go to 6 there, right defenseman. Bobby Orr with the puck here. 15-12, 5 to go here. Boston's unbeaten streak at risk here, 5. And speaking of at risk, Bobby Orr, who's already missed some time this season. We get a play stoppage. And if this is a blue 2 or 1, oh, it's a 6. Orr's going to find he's good to go. Let's see here. So it's going to be here 5-8 on the face-off. That is center. That's going to be visitor Cullen. We'll leave on Uwe on up to the 16-minute mark anyway. So 3-7 there for Cullen, if I'm double shifting anybody. It's going to go to 3 left wing there. Henderson here at 36. I think we were already at 36. That was tilted. So 3-9 for Henderson. And 10, that's going to be a shot for Henderson here. The 6-6, no, it's not a great shot. 1-9 for Favell, left defense from Boston. And 16 minutes, if we weren't there already. That was a 3-3, I saw that. Anyway, 3-3 there for Vosco. Probably a penalty. No, intercepted, and I meant to look at the red die, so I'm just going to give Ron Ellis a shot on goal. 4-9 for Ellis to Favell. We look 2-5 there, and that's going to be left wing here on Boston, actually, as my stomach asks me where lunch is. So Andy Bathgate, and yeah, it's at the line that I want. I think I'm going to put that line out there. And let's change everyone out here at the 16-minute mark. And Dennis Hall, I guess, is going to roll before heading off there. 111 for Hall. No, so that's going to go to 3 right wing Amon. And I guess the Dillabow line will come out here for the time being. So Amon here, 16-24 the 6-7, and that's going to be taken away. It's going to go to right wing there at Westfall. Westfall with a 1-7. And that's going to be not a pass bonus of 5. So to right wing Amon here again. We're at 17-12 technically. And it's going to be 3-6 there. Shot with a rebound. Possible rebound. 3-6. Not in range. Oh, I've got to look at the red dot. What am I doing? What am I doing? 2. So it's going to go back to left defense. And I'm punishing Toronto possibly is what I'm doing. Boston with the clear there in the 4. It's what happens when you try to hurry up. And Dillabow now. 6-9 here at 17:36 for Dillabow. So 6. Yes, it'd be a shot though. Dillabow with a 5-8. A lot of rolling high here. High with the blue die. Another 5. So 5-8. Another 5-8 there. So Perrant gets it to left wing Bill Flett. And Boston's going to put the 7-8-9 line out there. And they're probably going to look to pull. Flett here up to the 18-minute mark, though. They're not going to pull with Toronto with possession. 4-7 there for Flett. Means a shot with a possible rebound. So Flett's initial there, 6-7, that's no good. The rebound kick back to Andy Bathgate. Boston, there's that low roll that Boston needs, but they get it here in the clear. So the puck will go to left wing Johnny Busick here at 18-24. I guess you probably go Bobby Orr, the 7-8-9. And maybe a utility guy like Hickey. Maybe a utility guy like Hickey. And I don't know about Vosco, though. Maybe Don Ori. So, again, Hickey, I know I might be double shifting him, but whatever. He's an NHLer, and it's not like I'm doing it all the time. And for Toronto, I think they got to go with the Keon McDonald, Schinkel, and probably, if I can pinch you, get a line change here, Plager. And anyway, who had the puck? Somebody on Boston had the puck. I'm going to give it to Hodge. 1848 here we go with the 2-8 for Ken Hodge. And that's going to be a shot on goal for Hodge. 2-7, that's in range for Hodge. Over to Perron. We look, Perron here with a 6-9. And Ken Hodge has scored and tied the game here late, 6-on-5. 2-2 Boston. Boston just trying to, by the skin of their teeth here, trying to save it. Hodge, what's the exact time though? 6-7. 6-7 here. Ken Hodge, wow, 10. So at 18:34, minute 26. They were a minute 26. Now watch Toronto get a quick goal. So Hodge, I think I'm going to leave this matchup on the ice because it's been fun. They've gotten the measure of one another back and forth. It feels like Esposito's figured out a way to win faceoffs against Keon. At least it's how the dice have been dropping. And other than that, I like who I have on, except for Vosco. I think I'm going to look to Don Ori's card, and we'll get him a little more ice time here because Vosco's disappointed in this game. So, face-off here with a 5-7, right defenseman, visitor. So, Bobby Orr here with it. He's probably going to be booed in Toronto. Would anybody boo Bobby Orr anywhere? It's going to be a 6-5. Orr narrowly avoids a penalty. Instead, has a shot on goal. Orr with a 2-6, a prime Orr. That'd be right in his wheelhouse, but unfortunately, it's not yet prime Orr. It's a young developing Orr. 3-7 there, though, means Perron holds on to it. As I said earlier in the game, he knows what's to come. It's going to be just in case Orr enters his prime overnight, a coming out party of a game. Busick here, though, 1936 here with a 2-7. And that is, do they have a pass bonus of 2? They don't. That goes to right wing Ken Schinkel, 24 to go. Schinkel here with a 1-8. That's a shot automatically, but it's Ken Schinkel. Schinkel with a 1-9 here. That is just in his range. Over to Favel. We look with the 1, and Favel, look at that. What a game. I'm sorry if I'm geeking out now, but what an ending to the game. Schinkel with a shot in range. Favel with a great save on a shot in range. This is a 2-2 tie game. So Boston now goes to 4-0-3. Toronto's at 3-2-2. These have been close. That's what I wanted when I redrafted the teams. I wanted it to be close like this, tight like this. If these teams got an overtime score to settle and solve, they're going to have to do it in the postseason in sudden death. I'm not doing overtime. This is a great outcome, a great conclusion to the game. I wish the current NHL would consider something like this, though I know they never will. Instead, you got to watch 3-on-3 keep away in overtime, where in my opinion, if they exit the zone, the offensive zone willfully with possession of the puck and it's unforced, that's a delay of game penalty. In my opinion. So anyway, I'm going to get off my soapbox, ranty, whatever there. And what a game. Wow. And in my opinion anyway. Probably more in spite of me than because of me, but what a game here that the Cards have carried between Boston and Toronto. So this has been brought to you by James Brown and the incredible single from 1962, Shout Shimmy. And there are different versions of it. Get the one where the guitar... I like the horns too, but get the one where the guitar is louder. Oh, it's so good. Anyway, his vocals, he's like a tiger. Anyway, it's so good. I gotta go. Cheers, thanks, and bye for now.